In this video, we're going to detail my 2006 Chevy Colorado.
Well, you can already tell we got some major challenges with this paint. The paint is just, it's just gross. So we're going to see if we can bring this back to something that looks like that. What do you think?
I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be a project, definitely.
Think it'll happen?
Hopefully.
First thing we're going to do is power wash it, and then I've got a foamer right here, and we're going to lay down some of this Angel Wax Fast Foam to bind to the dirt and grime that's on the truck, and then let it dwell there for about 10 or so minutes. It's a nice cloudy day, so it's not going to bake in. It's pH neutral, so if it did start to dry, we can reactivate it by hitting it with water. But we're going to give it about 10 minutes to dwell, then we're going to wash it off and see what we got to work with. There's still a lot of dirt. You can see that here on the hood. So I'm hoping that when we foam it, a lot of this will start to at least break down so we can get it clean. So we're gonna lay the fast foam on it, get it all nice and coated, let it dwell for a few minutes. We also noticed that the previous owner of the car must have put some paint or something on the wheels to get them all nice and dark. I don't even know what that is. It just feels, it doesn't even feel like, it's real slick, it doesn't even feel like rubber. Alright, so while we're letting that kind of soak in the foam, I'm going to get the bucket of wash ready. I'm using Angel Wash by Angel Wax. Put a couple ounces of this in some water, and then we'll be ready to do a contact wash after we rinse this off. went ahead and power washed it, and then we soaked it down with some fast foam by Angel Wax. We've hosed that off, and there's still just a ton of grit and dirt. I mean, look at this. You see me just swirling the dirt up, right? I'm gonna fast foam it again, give it a couple minutes to set, and then we're gonna use the Angel Wash and do a full, mitt contact wash, top to bottom, get the whole thing nice and clean, and then rinse it all off. There appears to be nothing we can do to get all this grime off the car. Finishing up a contact wash right now, so it's definitely we're gonna have to use some cutting compound and really get that thing cleaned off. One nice thing is it doesn't feel gritty. It's just the paint is damaged. So you see it doesn't matter when I do a video, there's somebody always mowing. It's even sprinkling outside, and somebody decided just now to fire up a mower. Anyway, you can see there's no protection on this car at all. I mean, it's just one big sheet of water. You see it starting to dry off here at the edges. So this is just all water that's sitting there and along the sides. I mean, there's no waxes. There's absolutely nothing protecting this paint. So we're going to use a little Angel Wax Resurrection. I'm going to do this little test area here and see what it turns up. I've got a really large foam cutting pad here. It's a 6-inch. It's a cheapo from Harbor Freight, but because this paint is so bad, I love my daughter, but I'm not going to use my good pads for this truck. So we're going to use this one and try a little spot, and then we'll compare the difference between what it looks like after we cut this area and then what the hood originally looked like. Okay. So we'll just kind of spread this around a little bit. I've got it set on speed 3. Keep the pad on the car at all times and get that started. All right, let's go ahead and clean that off. I just made a couple of passes on there. And I think that's come out pretty good. Let's take a quick look here.
Oh, wow.
You can definitely see a difference between the side that we cut and the side that we didn't. See if we can get a good light angle on that. I can see, I could probably work that down a little bit more, but I think it looks a lot better than it did.
Feeling it, there's definitely a difference. This is so smooth and like silky, and this side is just so rough.
Yeah.
And you could definitely feel that there's a lot of dirt on there.
Yeah, and it'll get better as we kind of go through and cut some more of this down a little bit and then polish it. Once we go through the polishing, it'll really bring a lot of the clarity back out of it. But I mean, you can definitely see that looks almost like a new paint job right there.
So yesterday we worked on the outside. We cut the hood, washed it a bunch. That's pretty much it. I mean, we did the headlights. We went to see a movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and came back. It was too late to work. It was also starting to sprinkle a little bit. Now it's raining, full on pouring. So we're going to just work on the inside a bit, and then later I'm gonna take it back here and we're gonna work on it on a much nicer day. Right now I'm going to be using a 10-to-1 GP solution on all the hard plastics and vinyls.
We got some nasty carpets in here. We're going to use a little bit of Tide Sport. It's mixed about 20-to-1. I'm just going to put a light mist on everything and then grab a small little scrub brush like this one and just kind of agitate the area and then let it set for a few seconds. Then we'll come back over it with the vacuum cleaner. I'm going to do the same thing with the seats because they're pretty nasty and the center console. And this should make it cleaner and smell a lot better in here. Gross. So in summary, so far we picked a bad weekend to actually detail the car, but we got it washed, got at least the top hood cut. We started cleaning out the inside. We vacuumed it. We cleaned up the carpets. We added a little bit of protection to the vinyl dash, door panels, etc. with using a little angel wax Corona after we cleaned it with some cut GP solution. So the car's ready to at least get her through the next couple of weeks, and then hopefully the next time you visit, the weather is going to be a lot better and we can actually get this thing fully detailed. We got a lot of stuff we need to do to it. We need to cut the whole thing. There's some pretty severe scratches on the one side of the bed, so we can wet sand that, buff it out, and then we'll polish it and actually lay some protection on it, and that should last at least 6 months. But the nice thing is, getting it to this point, she's able to actually keep it clean, and it smells a lot better on the inside. We cleaned a lot of the big dirty areas out, so it's a pretty decent truck. I mean, it's 12 years old. It's been a work truck, and it definitely is. It definitely smelled like that too. So now at least it's a lot better off for a 17-year-old to have and drive around. So until next time, this is Shaker 242 and my daughter Gabrielle. We'll see you next time.
We're going to detail my 2006 Chevy Colorado. In this video, we're going to detail my 2006 Chevy Colorado. Hold on.
What kind of pizza is that?
Pepperoni and ham.
Pepperoni and ham. Double pork. Just dumped a bunch of water on. Oh. Ah.